And we just take a minute to look at all the leaves that have fell. These roses, RIP, stuck in my blind, so that's interesting. I always travel so much, like I'm always at Ben's house, or like I come home for 2 nights and then I'm back at Ben's, so I never see the point in taking my makeup like out of its kind of casing. But for the purpose of this video, I'm pretending I've got my life together when in reality I don't. I'm supposed to start all my makeup in this, but in reality this is what it looks like, and it's filled with stuff that I don't use. I got like packaging from products that I just don't want to get rid of, like, you know. But I think I should just get rid of the packaging, to be honest. It's just like old products that have ran out that I like need to get rid of. So I'm going to create a little pile. That ran out so quick, I feel like, but yeah. I've used so many different foundations, but I've never repurchased them. Like the Fit Me, I never repurchased it, but I didn't mind it. And like my, oh my god, this was like my favourite foundation ever. Like I literally used this till like the very last pump. And this is the Superstay 24-hour full coverage. Like, I love this foundation. What shade is this? Ivory. It's in ivory, but it probably won't match my foundation. Oh my god, there's still a little bit left. It probably won't match my fake tan. Nars foundation is like my favourite. Like, this is honestly the best. This is the Sheer Glow foundation, and it's in the shade Stromboli, medium 3. But obviously it's not drugstore. It's like £30. So to save this foundation, because I don't want to run out anytime soon, I like to use a drugstore foundation for like college and the days I just want to do my makeup but not really doing much, you know. Containers, by the way, are from IKEA, like both of these, so yeah. Got all my brushes. Welcome to today's video. Just ignore my hair because I've just literally got out of the shower and I'm on a bit of a time crunch. I've got half an hour to finish filming this, so half an hour to do my face, which should be alright, but obviously talking in between is probably going to make it a bit longer. This video is going to be a everyday drugstore makeup routine because I have a few non-drugstore foundations, concealers, like the Urban Decay Naked concealer, loved that, but then it ran out. I've been trying to find like drugstore alternatives because obviously they're really expensive and I don't want my high-end makeup to run out because it's very costly, you know. I don't want to use that for everyday purpose, even though it looks amazing. Foundation, yeah, I love the Maybelline 24-hour one, but obviously in this video I've run out of that, so I'm going to be using a new one that I've only worn once or twice, and it's the Infallible L'Oreal one, but I'll get into that when I get to it. Also, like setting sprays, like I always use my Urban Decay all-nighter setting spray, which is obviously the best and it feels so nice on your skin, and obviously everyone loves it, but I am like got like that much left of it, and this is like again like £30, and I just don't want to waste this on everyday use where it doesn't really matter, you know, like college, or again the days where I just literally don't leave the house but I want to kind of feel ready. So I just don't want to waste it for like stuff like that. I'm too lazy to get up and wet my beauty blender, so I used to just like spray it with this, and this is expensive to just be wasting it on that. So I've also tried to find a drugstore alternative, but again I'll get into that when I get to it. So this is just going to give you some ideas of drugstore products that you could use for your makeup, and obviously I've recommended some products that I love already, and yeah, I just thought I would introduce the video, and I'm going to try not to ramble even though I'm doing it right now. I'm considering doing like the food challenges, like only eating a certain coloured food for a day, but let me know down below. And can I also just add, you know the shampoos and stuff I showed in the clips before me talking right now? They make your hair so soft. So if you have not tried them, like all 3 of them together, the hair mask, the conditioner and the shampoo, please do it. It makes your hair the softest thing ever. Like I've never felt my hair this soft ever. So yeah, just thought I would also include that for you because they're drugstore, so yeah, go get them from your local Boots. Okay, so I'm going to try and keep this as real as possible, like what I do on a daily basis. I love being smart. This is kind of embarrassing. I don't know if I want to put this on the internet. First things first, moisturising your face. So I use, as you can tell, like I've literally used so much of this, like it's running out, like seriously running out. I need to buy another one, and I really don't think they're expensive. This lasted me for ages, so I can't even remember how much they are. It is, but yeah, it's the Nivea Soft Face, Body, Hands Refreshingly Soft Moisturising Cream with Jojo Bar Oil and Vitamin E, and it's 75 millilitres. It's really handy for travelling as well because it's so small, which obviously is handy for me because I'm always going to Ben's. So everything is just in like a travel case. But yeah, so I just use this. I just try and squeeze as much as I can out because like I've literally, I think, used it all. Oh, there we go. Get like a reasonable size. I don't know what I'm on about. Yeah, and then I kind of rub it in my hands first. My hands. Ignore my broken nail as well. Please don't come at me. But do you like them? They're very like spring summer, but yeah, never had blue nails before. But yeah, so you can get this moisturiser from your local boot store, and it honestly feels so good. And like Sophia and Chinsia, I don't know if you watch them, but they rave about this moisturiser. Then next is primer. Although I've just realised something. I said this is drugstore, but I don't have a drugstore primer. So that's a little bit awkward. This is just a really good primer, and to be honest, I've never tried a drugstore primer, so let me know down below any good ones. So I'm just going to use the Benefit Professional Pore Primer. Again, this is expensive, like just to be using on an everyday basis, and for it to run out, and like I actually think this is starting to run out, which is really annoying because I've only had it since Christmas. I just use a little bit anyway. I don't use like loads of it, and I just kind of rub it in my hands again like I did with the moisturiser, and then just rub it all over. I don't use loads. Next thing I need to do is foundation. This is what I go on to. Obviously people do things in different orders, but this is how I do mine every single day. Like I said, I'm trying to keep it real. So normally I go and wet this like in the sink, and it like gets so big in size. And this is the official beauty blender as well. It's the Pro one. £17, £18, something like that. When it first comes, it's so tiny, but then once you start using it and it like fills up with product and water, it's so big and it feels so nice on your skin. But yeah, I'm just gonna, because I'm lazy, dampen it with the setting spray that I'm going to use at the end of the video, and this is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Fixing Mist. I haven't had this for long actually, but it's supposed to be a finishing spray that sets and extends makeup, and to be honest, it does a good job and it feels nice on your skin. Although one thing, you have to make sure you hold it further enough away, otherwise you actually see like white go onto your skin. I love the sound. There we go. This smells so nice as well. I actually have two foundations currently that I like to use. This one's running out, and I don't even know if this counts as drugstore, but I just thought I'd let you know, like, it is a good foundation and it does work, and it has got quite good coverage. It's the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD High Definition Longwear Illuminating Foundation, and I wear this in the shade Fair, and it does look really good. I got this off Beauty Bay. I just thought I'd mention that just so, because you know, you hear YouTubers talking about it and you don't know whether to believe them or not. This is actually quite good, to be fair, and it was on sale, so I got it for like really cheap. I got it for like £6. I'm gonna go in with this foundation today, and this is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation, shade 130 beige, true beige. I was about to read it in a foreign language. Loads of YouTubers again have been raving about this recently, and I don't know if I need a darker shade, but then there was no tester for this shade. There was a tester for the shade before and a tester for the shade after. The shade before was too pale, the shade after was too like orangey. But obviously because I fake tan now and like I look like this, my face needs to kind of match, you know. Pump of this, although I am going to actually get a mirror, and I don't really have like a portable mirror or anything near here because my room has massive mirrors on the wardrobe and do my makeup. But yeah, so I'm just going to use this and angle it so you can't see, but it's just the Imogenation Revolution highlight palette. I feel like I need a better camera so you can actually see this makeup going on, because literally it looks no different to you. I don't know what I feel about this foundation. Down the neck as well. Like, my skin has never been bad, but it's been so bad recently. But I think it's just the fake tan, and I do wear foundation every day, basically, which is really bad, I know. When I'm fake tanning, like, my face is always lighter than the rest of my body, so I need foundation to, like, change that, you know. But yeah, I just do like a pump this side, pump that side, pump like around this area, and then a pump up this area. So I don't use loads, so maybe that's also why it doesn't have like as high coverage as everyone makes out. Like, everyone makes out it's like the best foundation ever, but I kind of prefer my 24-hour one. But I don't know, I mean, it's not bad foundation, but it literally doesn't cover anything. This section is the infallible, but then I've just went over with my 24-hour. Obviously not a lot of it because I don't have much left, but do you see? Which side do you think looks better? You can't really tell, can you? Favourite drugstore concealer right now? I bought so many of the Revolution ones. Like, I have so many of these, and I got them in the shade C1, but they've run out so quickly, like so quickly, it's ridiculous. And yeah, they're only like £4 or whatever, but they've run out so quickly, it's just, I can't be dealing. So the other week I got the Maybelline Fit Me, and honestly this is so good. I actually love this. I mean, it's like £10, but it's always on like a 3 for 2 offer, and it's literally so good. So I'm gonna put that, I put it like, look how high coverage that is, can you see? I put it like on my chin. I put it a little bit near my nose area because that's normally red. If there's any like spots, yeah. I also put it up here because this is sometimes like where redness can be. Any spots, like I said. So basically the whole of my face. And then I also do it on my eyelids. Kind of carve out my brow a little bit, but not really. And then under my eyes. Once I've got my foundation and concealer on, I then use the packaging's really bad. I've had this for ages. The Stay Matte, is it by Rimmel? Powder is transparent in the shade 001. My Real Techniques powder brush. Just give it a swirl because obviously there's none in the middle, so I have to like swirl it around the edges. And then I just press it into my skin to make it nice and matte. Although I do quite like a dewier finish now, but I also love the matte. Oh, I then want to contour. That's what I want to do. So to contour, the NYX powder contour kit, highlight and contour palette. It's in 01. I don't know if that like makes a difference, but yeah. It looks so mucky because I poured my Nars foundation onto this because it doesn't have a pump, and my powder, which you'll see in a minute, but yeah. It's got highlights, which you can see I've used so much of. This highlight is so good. Like, this is a really good drugstore highlight. And you can buy these separately actually, so you don't need to buy the full palette, like they come out. I also use this to put under my eyes, so under my eyes, concealer. And then I just mix all these shades, to be honest, for my contour. I don't really contour, but yeah, just for a bit of colour. Revolution, and this is actually really good as well, to be fair, and it does have a mirror, which is good for travelling. And this is like £10 as well, so it's slightly cheaper than the NYX, which I think is like 18. I've used this quite a lot, this shade, but yeah, it has the powders, the contours, which are really nice shades, to be fair, and the highlights. I do really like the highlights. I'm gonna get this random brush, which is just a contour brush. I don't know, I think it's BH Cosmetics or something, but yeah, it just says contour on it. I don't really know, and it's really nicely shaped. I used to use this Real Techniques contour brush, sculpting brush, but I don't know, it's a bit like hard and like, yeah, it gets like that, but I don't know, I've just kind of grown out of using it. I I changed it up, and I really like this one just because of its shape. It's a bit more fluffier and it's a bit better to get in and blend, you know. I'm gonna get mix whatever shade to tickle my fancy, to be honest. I put quite a bit on and then I kind of tap. Don't really see the point in tapping, but I tap because that's what the pros say you do. And then I just put it along my cheekbone, basically. Looks pretty good. We're gonna get this is the Revolution. The stuff's came off it, so I don't even know what it says on it. But it's the Bacon Finish Powder. A bit on. Can you even to put it on with this brush? But now I put it on with my beauty blender. But I could use this brush, but it kind of goes everywhere. You know, I'm using something a bit different. Yeah, and I just kind of goes everywhere with this brush though. As you can see, it goes flying. I mean, I don't even know if you can see that, but like it literally goes everywhere. My eyelids. And try not to go too far down because obviously I've just done my contour after. And I put some on my chin. I don't really know why I do that, but I put some on my chin. And then any excess on the brush, I just kind of tap there. I just wipe it off with this powder brush. Just like a brush dab technique. And brush from under your eyes and then down. Then I take this brush, which is Real Techniques. I love the Real Techniques brushes because they're so cheap. Well, they're not cheap, but yeah. And this is a setting brush, and I'll just use either from this palette or Imagination's palette. Circle it in there. Like so. Like so. And then on my chin. And in this bit. And maybe on there too. Just make sure it's all set in place. Hurry up because it is now 25 to 3 and I needed to leave at past, but never mind. Now I'm going to just apply a bit of Vaseline before I move on to my eyeshadow. I just do this so that my Vaseline has time to like kind of soak in before I put my lipstick on. But I'm just using the Rosy Lips Vaseline. Get it on my finger. I never used to use Vaseline, but now I use it all the time because it's again either the Revolution Imagination palette, which again has a mirror, which I love. I love that they come with mirrors. And these, and I just generally use this shade, and then the bottom one or this darker brown. I use the white one or the gold one for like inner corners of my eyes and my brow bone, but that is the only colour I've used out of it, and to be honest it gives just the same effect and just the same quality as my Morphe palette, which I think is also drugstore. Is Morphe drugstore. The 3502 Second Nature one. I love this. So pretty. Again, I just kind of stick to the simple shades like in this little corner. But yeah, it's such a nice palette to like hurry up, so yeah, so I just get a random old brush. This is from Primark actually, I think. I'm not sure what it's called, but yeah, just a perfect shape to get in my eyes. So I just take the shade Too Nice is what it's called. I dab that on and then blend it. But it's really light, so you can't really see it. And then I do the same to the other eye. I then take another brush. I take this brush, which is also Real Techniques, and this is the base shadow brush, and it's just like this. And I take the shade Okay, dab dab dab. I dab it just kind of like on the outer corner of my eyelid, and then I just blend it like this. I mean, I don't even know if I do this right, but this is how I do my eyeshadow. Then I go back with this brush and then just get a darker shade. Again, I can either go that dark or this dark, so I'm just gonna go like the Sorry Not Sorry, which isn't too dark, just to add a bit more depth to my eyelid, and I just kind of keep this to the outer corner. Dab, 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 and then I just blend it out. Can't like wink very well, slash like keep one eye closed whilst the other one's open, so I just keep them both open. Going with the other one again, just to make sure it's all blended, because I don't want to be looking like a clown or something. Brush again, and I go under my eyes with OK, because that's like the middle shade, and I just feel like you go with like not the darkest shade for under your eyes, but the middle shade. Get my concealer, so the Maybelline Fits Me. Put that just a little bit each side, do you see? I get my beauty blender and dab that out. I just do that because I don't want like a weird shade around my eye. I just want it to be a bit more clean, you see. Then we're not finished yet. I get this brush, which is really random. It's Studio London. I don't know why I've got this, but I like this end if I'm doing like a cut crease for concealer, and I like this end for doing inner corner and eyebrow highlight because it's so fluffy. But yeah, so I just take this and I'll use the shade Huns, which is like a gold one, because but I normally use the shade Angel if I'm using the NYX highlight that comes in that contour kit that I showed you earlier. Guys, you know, make them look like I've actually done something. But yeah, my eyebrows don't need anything because they're already perfect. Highlight. Now, I know maybe this isn't drugstore because this is kind of more expensive, but I just really like my gold highlight at the moment, and this is the Jefree Star Supreme Frost Wet Dream, which I'm going to use. But like I said, you can use the highlights in Imagination's palette, which are gold, or in the NYX palette that I showed you. They're really good. I just really like this one at the moment, but I do really like the ones in Imagination's palette as well as the NYX one, so if you want to, you can use those. I haven't tried any of the other ones. I've only used ones that are like in palettes. Yeah, I just use my finger as well. I have a highlighting brush, like the Real Techniques one, but I feel like it does it too precise. The final thing, oh my god, no, I forgot to put my mascara on. I do that before I put my highlighter on usually. Oops. We'll quickly do that now. This one that I've been loving at the moment is the Thick and Fast Right High Definition Mascara by Soap and Glory, actually. I apply lipstick. I really like the Revolution Sophie X one, which is in Cake, but it comes off quite quickly. So my favourite one that stays on is Superstay Matte Ink Maybelline New York, which was in my last haul, and it's in the shade Seductress 65. And I just put this on. Give this a good old shake. I'm just fixing mist onto my face. Give it a good shake. Come on. Do that, and then and there we go. There's the finished makeup. Ow. Ow. Why is it stuck in my hair? As it is now 1:45. The finished look. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed, and let me know other video suggestions down below. Thanks for watching.